Y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to Sports Kid, Drama Kid. I am Jim, and I am the Sports Kid.
I'm Andi. I'm the drama kid.
I went to University of Wisconsin. I grew up with sports, playing sports, being around it. Watch all of them mostly, and you do not.
No, I went to a D3 small liberal arts college and studied experimental theater, and we didn't have a football team, and I never went to any of the other sporting events there.
So the point of this podcast is to have me, the sports kid, introduce Andi to various sports stories, but through the dramatic.
Yes, because as we've been living together over the years, I have noticed that my interest in sports is sort of like it's a big reality show with a lot of characters, and the more dramatic stuff that goes on, the more I have questions and am interested. So Jim's going to lead me into sports with drama.
So you have some sports knowledge.
I do.
Let's just establish a base.
I do. My dad, when I was very, very little, like 4 years old, used to be the marketing director for the Philadelphia 76ers. They were not good at basketball at that time. So I did grow up going to games at I believe it was the Core State Spectrum at the time.
Would you say basketball is probably your most familiar sport?
I would. And not necessarily because of like my childhood association with it, just because like as an adult, it's the sport that I can most tolerate watching.
That's fair.
No, I like the NBA. And there's a lot of drama in the NBA.
This is true. So I decided to start this show with an NBA story.
Yes.
Now, it is not the most well-known sports drama story, but I wanted to start with something that is just kind of like pure drama in a very relatable way.
Okay.
In kind of a soap opera drama way, but
I can't wait.
Pertains to the NBA.
Okay.
It also has at least one character that you will be definitely familiar with
Nice.
from the world of not sports.
Oh, nice. I love the world of not sports.
All right. So before we get to the main story, I have to set the stage a little bit. And for that, we'll have to go back to the 2003 NBA season.
2003. Okay.
Yes. The San Antonio Spurs have just won the NBA Finals for the first time since 1999 after the Lakers won 3 in a row with the Shaq and Kobe dominant teams.
Oh, this is this time. Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And the Spurs are led by a young point guard named Tony Parker. Do you know Tony Parker?
I have heard that name before, I think.
Okay. He is a French-American NBA player. He played for French National League teams. Then he was drafted in 2001 by the San Antonio Spurs.
Okay.
All right. So I just sent you a photo of Tony Parker. How would you describe Tony Parker?
In this picture, I would describe him as a Calvin Klein model.
So Tony Parker...
I mean, he's not in his underwear, but this looks like an actor headshot to me. He's got a black turtleneck, and he looks very serious. This is like a classic actor headshot look.
Yeah, Tony Parker throughout his career would be sort of seen as like a model type person, especially being from France. He had this sort of allure.
He has a very, very specific chin, which I think people like in modeling.
Hearing the name Tony Parker, seeing the photo, do you have any idea about what's coming and who he might have been dating in 2004?
Well, given the fact that this is a modeling picture, I'm going to assume a model or an actress.
Yes.
A model / actress or just
yes.
Okay.
Of which there are many, I know.
There are many. I mean, I was going to say Heidi Klum, but I don't think that's right because she was with Seal at the time, maybe? I don't know.
So this person, we're just going to play this little game because now we're doing it.
Okay.
Who met Tony Parker in 2004, was on a hit show that was popping off right around then.
2004. Hit show. How I Met Your Mother.
No. So it was on, I believe.
I'm so bad at what came out what year.
Okay, so this was on ABC.
That's not going to help me.
It was set on a fictional street called Wisteria Lane.
Oh, Real Housewives. Is it Eva Longoria?
It's Desperate Housewives.
Desperate Housewives.
And
Sorry.
it is Eva
Oh my
Longoria.
God. There are going to be so many people so mad at me that I just said Real Housewives.
Not my people.
My people. Real Housewives. Was it Eva Longoria? No.
It was Eva
Longoria. Okay. Cool.
So he met Eva Longoria in 2004.
Okay. I can see it. Yeah.
Can you give us a little bit of background on Eva Longoria?
Oh God. This is where everyone's going to be like, so Jim's the sports expert and Andy's the nothing expert. She's an actress. Her breakout role was Desperate Housewives. To be honest with you, I don't remember like what has happened since, other than I think a skincare line.
Yeah, she now does like modeling and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean she's gorgeous. I don't really remember much else about her.
Okay, I had put in some space here for you to explain this, but instead I wrote it down.
Okay, great, good.
So in 2003, around the time she met Tony Parker, she was popping off career-wise. She's killing it as the lead for Desperate Housewives, which is a show that I watched while having mono in college when I was torrenting a bunch of things trying to fill my time. And she first got noticed in the soap opera The Young and the Restless as Isabella. The couple is dating and I assume falling in love.
One can assume.
Between 2004 and 2007.
Okay.
And during that time, the Spurs win the 2005 NBA championship over the Pistons and the 2007 title over a younger LeBron and the Cavs. So each of them is killing it in their respective careers.
Power couple.
And they're exactly hot celebrity power couple. In July of 2007, Parker and Longoria planned a wedding in Paris.
Ooh.
Because Tony is from.
He is French.
But before I get to that, I wanted to show you a quick video.
Okay.
It's a NBA All Access about their relationship.
Yes, Tony Parker.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you met him?
No.
You want to meet him?
Yeah.
She came to the locker room. Her dad wanted to meet the players, and a PR guy said that Eva Longoria is in the locker room. And I was like, "Who is Eva Longoria?" She's like, "That famous actress from Desperate Housewives." I remember. I thought she was very cute. After I talked with her dad, I invited them for dinner.
And when they appeared on the Oprah Winfrey Show, we learned that Tony wasn't quite ready to be out in public with his new date.
When we had breakfast that day, everybody was coming up to us. Yeah. And so sports people come up to him and they go, "Give your autograph." "Oh my God, can I have it?" Yeah. And he's like, "Why is everybody asking for your autograph?"
Growing up in Texas, Eva always rooted for San Antonio. But until she met Tony, her knowledge of the rest of the league left something to be desired.
She only knew the Spurs.
I know the players now.
No, she knew other players now. But when I met her, she only knew about the Spurs a little bit. Now she watched every game. Like every single game she watched, she'll see Void and she'll watch every game.
And that's why
We love this game.
Both members of this celebrity couple have extremely busy schedules, and Tony gives Eva all the credit for keeping their relationship strong.
Well, she makes it happen.
You try.
So if the relationship is working, it's all Eva.
Anyway, what do you think about their relationship
Oh God, I have so many reactions.
as perceived in this little spot?
I know because you're telling me this story and it's drama related that they're not going to end up together. But
How do you know?
Right now, I'm like, they're such a cute couple. They really work.
Wasn't it a little problematic that he was like, she makes everything work?
Yeah, but this is 2003, 2004.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
5, because they just won the championship.
Still, I mean, men said stuff like that on television. They still do.
Men no longer say stuff like that.
Yeah, men, there's equal emotional labor all the time. Okay, reactions. I love that there's footage of them actually meeting because, like, they literally have the footage of them meeting while they're describing meeting, and you don't often get to see that. And so that was cute. I mean, there's a little bit of like belittling stuff. Like she only knew about the Spurs and now she's like, I know about other players now. So there's like a little bit of like, you know, she's becoming like the sports girlfriend and whatnot. He definitely seems like a quieter soul than she is. Doesn't like being in the public eye as much as she does. I love the height difference between the two of them. They look beautiful together. And I also just love the cast of Desperate Housewives just like sitting awkwardly on like, what was it? Like
Was that what that was?
I think it was. And they were just like, we love the NBA.
I gotta go back to that really quick.
And that's why
We love this game.
Yeah, like the other actresses are not into that. They're like, Eva asked us to do this because she's dating Tony Parker. So we will do this.
And that's why we love this game.
Half of them didn't know what game they were referring to. I am sure of that. Oh man, that was a real moment in time. I think that moment in time is not as far away as it is.
I don't know if there's as much like celebrity couples on shows.
No.
You know what I mean?
No, because they don't have to be, because you know everything that's going on with them at all times on social media.
Like
so
Instagram.
like no one needs to invite them on a show so they can lie about what's going on in their relationship because you can see it.
Exactly. All right. So as I wrote, the couple is dating and I presume falling in love between 2004 and 2007.
Okay.
Tony was quoted in 2007 at the NBA All-Star Game saying, Eva is doing everything. I'm just going to show up and say yes about the wedding. Again, sort of like you said, things men say.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that still men say that. On the one hand, you can be like, he's deferring completely to her. Like, isn't that so romantic and whatever? And then on the other hand, you're like, I'm sure she doesn't want to be doing absolutely everything by herself.
Maybe that. So Tony is quoted saying, Eva's doing everything, and I'm just going to show up and say yes. This might have been true that Tony didn't have time because at the time he was launching this.
What? I don't know what this would indicate launching of a clothing brand.
So Tony Parker was very into hip hop and he released
Oh no. Oh no.
a French hip hop album called TP in 2007 with several rappers and also Jamie Foxx.
I need to talk about this picture because it is Tony Parker in the foreground, like looking very serious, holding a basketball, and then very tiny in the background is the Eiffel Tower.
Oh, yeah.
So like this is supposed to be indicating like this man bigger than the Eiffel Tower.
Is France.
Yes, that as well. Also, the TP logo. Oh, God, there's like a lot wrong with this.
Yeah, so he's very into hip hop, and right before his wedding, he's busy getting in the studio. All right, so I'm going to show you a video and just get your reaction. This is just a song that was on that album.
Oh boy, we are in the club. I wish I knew what they were saying. Oh, she's in it!
Who's in it?
Eva Longoria is in it. Oh, there's someone dancing with like glow sticks.
Oh, yeah.
We got black lights. They're leaving the club in one of those cars where the doors go up on the side. Oh, like spaceship doors.
Suicide doors.
Is that what they're called?
I think so.
That's weird.
So I just thought that was a fun little side note because he said that he wasn't doing anything for the wedding, but he was.
But he was starting a rap career.
Yes.
Yeah.
Getting that going.
Oh boy. This is not going to end well. I'll tell you that right now. The classic story of the woman does all the work for the wedding and the guy's like, I have to release a rap album right now.
And put Tim Duncan on it.
I can't. Who is that?
What? Tim Duncan is arguably one of the greatest basketball players of all time. He was like the heart of those Spurs teams throughout this time, winning all the championships. He probably.
I was really busy during the years of 2003 to 2007.
What were you doing in 2003 to 2007?
High school.
Yeah, you were busy.
I was being in the musicals in high school, the lead. Not always, but often. The lead in the musicals.
Let them know.
I won an award. I won a regional Greater Philadelphia Cappy Award for Best Comedic Performance in a Musical. And I was Miss Hannigan, and another Miss Hannigan was nominated for the same award, but I won.
What? At 2 different high schools?
2 different Hannigans, 2 different high schools. I got to perform at the award ceremony, and I won.
The better of 2 Hannigans.
Yeah. Write
Anyway,
that on my epitaph.
shortly after the wedding, tabloid magazines published rumors that Parker had been having an affair with a French model.
Oh, no. Are you going to tell me she was also in the music video?
I don't have that intel.
Oh, man. That would be juicy.
But both Parker and Longoria denied these allegations.
Okay. And this was before they got married?
This is like right after.
Right after they got married. Okay.
I believe. And I'm going to send you a little like quote from a news article just to read about this time. Copy, paste, copy, bleep, bleep.
All high-profile couples fall victim to these sorts of things in the course of their relationships. It appears that this is not the first time this woman has used an athlete to gain public notoriety. Parker initiated a $20 million lawsuit against the website that first reported the story, which later issued a full retraction and an apology.
So that happened right after they got married, but they went on. And Eva became, like you saw in that little video, a staple at Spurs games.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
She's there learning about the game, learning about more than just the Spurs. I wanted to check in right now. What are your reactions up to this point? And any guesses about what's going to happen?
This is all going to fall apart, unfortunately. I think Tony Parker seems like a nice man. I think they seem like a really cute couple, and I'm sad for what's probably likely ahead.
You don't know.
I mean, I'm pretty sure they're not married. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure.
So now we have to backtrack a little bit, just to kind of bring in another character. After the Spurs didn't win the finals in 2004, after winning in 2003, they added a player to their roster by the name of Brent Barry. And Brent Barry was like a 3-point specialist, son of a former NBA star, Rick Barry, who my dad loves. and growing up in the driveway, when I would be like bad at free throws, he would always be like, "You could do a Rick Barry. He shot underhand free throws."
Did he really?
Yeah, he was like the guy who famously, there are other people, but he was like one of the ones that like always shot underhand because he needed to fix his free throw and it worked better.
Like between the legs, underhand, like grandma style?
Yeah, granny style. And you better believe that it was proven by Rick Barry that this is like a good tactic and like can work for people.
But people won't do it. No, because
you want to guess why?
Because it looks stupid.
Exactly. Actually, another Spurs player this year named Jeremy Sohan, who's a rookie, has started shooting one-handed. Like because he's been so bad at free throws, he started doing this weird one-handed free throw, and he's way better because he's not really afraid of how he looks. He also changes his hair color every night.
Everybody should like do what works for them because like that's better than missing free throws, which is like you can't miss free throws.
People will just continue to miss free throws rather than underhand free throw, even if it has been proven as like something that stabilizes you and might work for you.
I mean, that can be applied to a lot of things in life.
Yeah. So Brent,
I know this is better for me, but I'm not going to do it.
Exactly. So I don't know if Brent Barry ever did underhand free throws like his dad, but he's the son of, and Rick Barry was just really good in general. So he's like got this legacy.
Okay.
Brent Barry played on a lot of teams. He joined the Spurs in the summer of 2004.
Okay.
Where he went on to win those 2005 and 2007 championships with Tony Parker and that Spurs team. That's Brent Barry when he's like in his Spurs prime.
Okay. Where is he from? Is he French?
No, he's an American.
French. He's American. Okay.
Yeah, he played for Oregon State in college.
Oh.
Yeah, he's kind of a journeyman NBA player, really good 3-point shooter. Describe Brent Barry in this Spurs picture from...
He looks like a white guy who plays basketball. He's tall and has kind of incredibly long arms and messy hair. I don't know. He's got a long sideburn. Unless it's just a shadow.
We get it. So in 2008, after those 2 championships in 2005 and 2007, he ends up tearing his calf.
Oh, no.
Which is the beginning of the end of his career.
Oh.
He has 2 kids with his wife, Erin Barry, and during this whole time, Brent and Tony become best friends and champions together on the Spurs.
Oh, no.
What?
This is going to be so bad.
It's going to be great.
Oh, I do love best friend athletes. That's cute. Oh, I know where this is heading, and I'm sad. Oh, no.
So I'll just show you on my computer.
Okay.
Here's a photo of Brent, Erin, Tony, and Eva. They do a couple things.
Very different in that picture. This looks like they're like probably at like a steakhouse together.
Yes, they just ate a bunch of Texas steak.
I mean, I'm just guessing based on the fact that there's like red wallpaper and like some sort of like boring looking painting.
Let's get together for a photo.
The one shoulder dress. I had one of those. Yeah. Everybody looks happy and content now.
Yep, so they look great. They're awesome. So yeah, they're best couple friends. Brent and Erin were high school sweethearts who had 2 kids together at the time, and Tony was quoted saying, Brent and Erin were like family to him and Eva, and the Barrys attended the Parker Longoria wedding in France, you know, like I mentioned. So the main characters of this story have now all been introduced.
Okay.
So let's fast forward to the main drama and the reason I picked this story to begin with.
Got it.
It's now 2010.
2010.
TikTok by Kesha was topping the charts. Hey Soul Sister by Train was playing in every carpool lane in America.
Man.
The financial crisis was still hurting families. The BP Deepwater Horizon oil spill just ruined the Gulf of Mexico. The Tea Party spilled of its own kind a disgusting residue onto the culture. I was working my way through a triple major in journalism, political science, and blackout drinking at UW-Madison. Where were you in 2010?
2010. I was majoring in drama, more specifically experimental theater at Vassar College, and not minoring in anything because I didn't feel like it. So I was doing a lot of rolling around on the floor in yoga pants and learning how to breathe and never taking a single exam on anything.
What was learning how to breathe?
There's a lot of different ways to learn how to breathe, Jim. I can't get into all of them right now.
Okay, we won't.
It's mostly about using your diaphragm.
So that's what you were doing in 2010, and I said what I was doing in 2010. So Tony Parker is still with the Spurs in 2010, but Brent Barry has left the league after a short stint with the Houston Rockets.
And this is like because of his calf
Yes,
injury?
he injured himself. He tried to come back, like many do. Did not succeed in doing that.
Your calves are really essential for basketball.
Yeah.
Especially for 3-pointers, I would imagine. Jumping.
Yep. And then this news story comes out, and I'm just going to send you a clip that I found, actual newspaper clipping, and you can read everything on it because I think that'll be the best way to break this news.
Oh. Parker admits to sexting wife of ex-teammate. Sexting. Is this like the beginning of sexting?
I think so.
Maybe, yeah. Spurs guard Tony Parker admits that he had a, quote, sexting relationship with the wife of former teammate Brent Barry. I knew it. But denies ever having a physical affair with her, TMZ.com reported. Desperate Housewives actress Eva Longoria filed for divorce Wednesday from Parker, citing irreconcilable differences. San Antonio TV station KENS5 reported that Barry, 38, filed divorce papers stating that he and his wife, Erin, quote, ceased to live together as husband and wife. Longoria, 35, said she found hundreds of text messages from Erin Barry on Parker's cell phone, according to OK Magazine. You know, that reputable news source. OK Magazine.
So what do you think?
Oh, I knew this was going to happen. Oy. Sexting. I feel like we probably defined the term sexting culturally right before this article was published.
There are other athlete sexters.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure we'll get to that at some point.
Once people figured out that was a thing that you could do, like, we hadn't yet realized just how easy it would be for people to find out about that. You know what I mean? Like, I think, like, with all forms of social interaction and media and whatever, like, it's so funny. Like, a new way of, like, communicating with each other digitally pops up, and, like, within 3 months, people are like, how can I use this to cheat?
Can I have sex on this?
Is there a way for me to have sex with this?
Like, through words?
But I was just thinking of, like, the quality of phones and, like, the pictures that you could send on those phones were so bad.
Yeah.
Like, you really had to use your imagination. He says nothing physical happened between the two of them. It was just sexting.
But why would you live in the same town and sext hundreds of times?
And she and Brent were not, quote, living as husband and wife
right
anymore.
So there's some speculation and some things that I read that said, like, they were both having problems in their respective relationships.
Sure.
So this was like, fine.
People love using that as an excuse of, like, things weren't good anyway. And it's like, that does not get you off the hook for this kind of behavior. If things weren't good anyway, like, maybe, like, I don't know, deal with that before.
Right. So also one other little fun tidbit is apparently Eva and Mario Lopez are best friends.
Oh, I love that.
And he was one of the people that first broke the story about sexting. Like, he got the info and was, like, talking about it publicly.
Like on E! News or whatever?
Maybe. I don't exactly know, but
I don't know what program he was on. He's hosted a number of reality shows. But do you think, like, she texted, not sexted, Mario Lopez and was like, break the story, please?
So I actually saw some stuff because I looked into this a little bit.
Okay.
Apparently, this is like a running joke between Eva and Mario that, like, people are like, why don't you two? What about you two? And they're always like, no, that's not a thing.
Oh,
We're
my
friends.
God. They're like the will they, won't they, like, long term.
But it's won't they?
It's won't they. No, I know. Yes. I love that they're friends. That is very, very cute. And I love that he helped break the story.
Yes. So what are your reactions in the end?
I mean, you knew it was going to happen. Sadly, I feel like there are so few celebrity couples that can, like, stand the test of time. And it's like, they're toxic when they're between people in the same profession, like two actors. And they're just as toxic when they're between two people whose professions have nothing to do with each other, but they're both in the public eye and probably under a lot of stress and traveling all the time. And it makes me sad. How's Brent doing? Is he okay?
So Brent is the VP of basketball operations with the Spurs.
Yeah, VP of operations. So maybe he's not doing okay.
I bet he's doing fine.
Yeah, he's probably doing fine.
That's a little wrap up. Brent in 2018 joined the Spurs as VP of basketball operations.
Good for him.
Eva Longoria married the president of Televisa, which is the largest media company in Latin America.
Awesome.
So she's doing
Love to
fine.
see it.
Aaron Barry now works to help progressive candidates get elected in Texas.
Thank you. Thank you.
And is a very much normal person online, according to some article.
They called her normal person
or just like,
online.
she's just like, she doesn't want to be involved in any of this. She was like married to an NBA player way back then. And
I love that for her.
And Tony Parker works for a consulting firm now. He was also injured in a fight in 2012 between Chris Brown and Drake's like people at a nightclub. And then he got married to a French journalist in 2014, and then they separated in 2020.
I wonder if sexting had anything to do with it.
I don't know. So that's kind of the where are they now.
Okay.
The San Antonio Spurs, where are they now?
They're still playing basketball.
Well, they won another title in 2014 with Parker, closer to the end of his career, with Kawhi Leonard. And Tim Duncan right near the end of his career.
Oh, I love Tim Duncan. I know all about Tim Duncan. I have a couple questions.
Yeah.
Was Tony Parker full career Spurs?
Tony Parker showed the utmost commitment to the San Antonio Spurs.
To his marriage to the San Antonio Spurs. He never sexted another team in the NBA, as far as we know.
Not even the Oklahoma City Thunder.
But I'm happy for everybody right now because it seems like everybody's in a good place. You know, when you're a young person in your late 30s, you make mistakes.
All right, let's do a little wrap up here.
Okay.
Thank you for listening to the very first Sports Kid, Drama Kid. We hope you enjoyed it. We're going to do a whole season of these. Follow us on all the social medias, Instagram,
Everything.
TikTok.
Do not sext us.
Don't sext us there. I guess if you need to. And watch us on YouTube and subscribe to us where you get podcasts.
Yeah.
Until next time.
Oh, for a muse of fire that would ascend the brightest heaven of... Sorry. I'm so sorry to everyone.